Hey guys, the noobs here. How is everyone today? Okay, so coming from a world that I've recently just started, haven't done a lot. As you can see, I've got this pretty sweet iron farm. Okay, it's not that sweet, but with crazy high, which has also been just so much fun. But basically, this is coming from one of the only permanent structures so far in this world. I've got a lot of stuff done down here, but that's all just resource gathering. Like, none of that's staying. I've got big plans for down there, and none of that is included in that. So at the moment, I've just basically been doing a whole bunch of farms and stuff to get some resources. I didn't want to bore you guys with all that, because it's just been a lot of AFK and nonsense like that. So let me go down and show you what we've got so far. Oop, hit the button too many times. Alright, so let's, do I have a minecart? Of course I don't have a minecart. Let's take the long way down. Okay, so when we get down here, what I'll do is I'll just give you a really quick overlay of what we've got going on down here. You already can see a couple of things going on. But first I'll show you. So basically, if we go out over the top here, over these walls I've constructed to keep zomboids out, because these guys are relentless, man. It doesn't really do a lot. They still get in, but everything's pretty safe. They can't get to my villagers or anything like that. So essentially I spawn just over here, right? There's that direction-ish. There's a little taiga biome. It's actually a pretty big taiga biome. Which kind of is cut in half by this swamp here, and then just here we've also got a cute little witch hut. So we're gonna, that's a project for another day. It's good to have here. It's close to spawn, which I have relocated world spawn to directly under that iron farm, because as I said, I have some plans for this area, and that's gonna make life pretty simple. So yeah, we'll keep that for another day. I need to eat some fish. Oh god. I've got mainly just fish for food, because I've been fish farming like crazy. And I shot myself. Sweet, I'm getting that out of there. Get out, you stupid. I swear to god, I kill myself or shoot myself with this bow so many times. I was recently in the nether, so that's why I have that in my offhand, because I find wither skulls and stuff, it's just so easy. So, okay, here we go. I'll show you down that little fish farm. This is basically where I spent the first few days. And for good reason. We'll come down a long way. There's a quicker way down into here. But essentially this is just, yeah, this is just closer. I will take the quick way out. Oh, made a wrong turn. Okay, over here. Okay, so I found this kind of like day one. I came through caving looking for materials, and found there's actually a zombie spider spawner up there, and then I found just up through there is a skelly spawner. So we'll climb up and see what we've done there. So essentially what I did was I hooked it up, bought a bunch of dogs down here. I found the tiger, which are all dead now, but I haven't used this in a while, so it doesn't really matter. And yeah, so I've got dogs killing that, and then I'm fishing like crazy. And that was pretty much how I got my start. Like, you can see this thing is just chocker. None of these books are, oh, that's a pretty good one. Let's take that. Full fortune tree, that's a keeper. Okay, maybe I should have gone through these previous to this. There are some good ones in here, apparently. What else we got? Yeah. Oh, is that unbreaking? Yes, ma'am. Protection 4. Jeez, okay. Yeah, I should have paid attention. Probably. Another unbreaking? Dang. Crosswalk and 2. Okay, and then, yeah, all these are just chockers as well. You can see the skelly spawner down here. I normally have slabs over here to reduce the light even further, but when the slabs are there, I can't get to these hoppers. That was a bit of a design flaw on my behalf. And then this is just Got a little overflow protection from the skelly spawner. Get rid of all the just get rid of all the armor and all that crap, and then just bones are flowing into these. Now, bones are important for the other part, which was the next part I built. Because, as I said, materials were... I was struggling for iron and things, and I wanted a beacon. So we're back out here. This is actually where the skellies come up, and I just used leaves because I didn't have too much else. So, and I figured eventually I can sort of build the trees up, and that'll just be it. But anyway. So yeah, I was struggling for iron, and I wanted a beacon so I could set up like a big insta-mining area, but obviously it's so much iron and gold and stuff. So what I did have was this village up here, which is like a couple of 100 blocks from the original spawn point. You know, it's really close. Had 11 librarian villagers. I'm not even joking, there was 11 librarians, 1 brown coat, and like a butcher and something else. I can't remember what armor or something, I can't remember what it was exactly. So basically I just pushed them all into a hole here, and I built this villager breeder. Now, I normally don't do this style of villager breeder. This is actually the first time I've done this. And the reason for that is... yeah, I just find the other one. I've always done the other ones, and it's just easier. These are great, though, because even though you have to manually feed them to get them to breed, which is that dispenser there, on just a timer, I'm just pumping in a carrot or a potato every, once in a while. These villagers come out clean. Their inventories are completely empty, which is great for automatic farms, which is why I have these guys. Got carrot guy and potato guy. So that'll come into play later. Right now, though, we have, I think there's 119 something entities, 105. Okay, I lied. 105. So we got 105 villagers in here. Hence the reason I'm a bit laggy at the moment. And I basically just built this. This is just a nano farm. If you guys haven't seen this before, these are freaking amazing, man. Like, you just stand here. You can do this trick, which is you go to your controls, button 2, just change. I usually use G, and then basically you can hold down G, hit F11, and that'll ghost it. And basically you flick this switch here. These chests were filled with bone meal, hence the reason I was collecting all the bones. They are filled with bone meal. The dispensers just, oh my god, I fell in the hole. The dispensers just fire bone meal crazy, and because there's not enough light here, the carrots pop back out. But because we have 3 dispensers, it grows the carrot in time, so you can just hold it down and you get hundreds per minute. Okay, so I just was filling these chests down here with potatoes and carrots, and then trading with this little guy, hello guy, and this guy. Oh my god, I have to switch my button back. So this guy's awesome because this wheat trade sucks, but wheat's crap, so nobody's using wheat. Potato and carrots, they're okay. You can get as low as 15, but 17 is fine. But his pumpkin is as low as it can go, 8. And his watermelon, second lowest it can go, 9. So, I mean, winning. So those are amazing. So what I did was I basically traded with that guy. Spent a couple of hours just making so many bones. And look at these emeralds, man. It's crazy. So I was able to make a full beacon, which I have here. And you can see I've got another star. I was just in the wither just before. So I got this beacon. Used emerald blocks and I think 8 gold blocks because I felt a little bit short at that time. And then I came down over here. If we get over here, I didn't build staircases. I didn't want to terraform this place too much because, as I said, I have some plans. I mean, I have a general idea of what I want to do with this area, but how, when, or I plan on doing that, a different story. So I don't want to mess with things too much. That's why I haven't destroyed the village or anything down there yet. I've just basically been caving and AFKing, and that's pretty much it. got myself a little smelter, and I was able to clear this whole area out. So we got so many materials. Like, I think all of these are filled with coal. Yeah, so this one's missing like almost full. I think we've only got a little bit of stone, but we can, smelt that pretty easily with that thing. And then here was just coal, redstone, lapis. That was my iron, hurting for iron, as I said. And then a bit of gold there as well. So yes, I was able to clear that. If you guys haven't seen one of these before as well, they're amazing. Like, this is not the simplest way to do this. This is just me being super lazy. I couldn't be bothered like doing a proper one. But basically, yeah, you just put the items in the chest here that you want to smelt. Hit the button, and they run off, and it'll just fill these one by one. And then actually we'll smelt up some of this stuff. So put in, actually let's do a whole chest. Why not? Why not? So we'll fill up this whole chest. Come on. That's the only problem. That's the biggest problem, I should say, with this design is it's hard to hit that chest over the block like that, which is super frustrating. Maybe if I aim for the back, there we go. And a little lower. No, one more. There you go. So yeah, why not? And then pop that in there, and we just hit this button, and we race across, and you'll see it'll just fill up these. And it'll keep going back and forth until that chest is empty. And just keep filling it up. And then in this chest here, ooh, glass. So in a second, yeah, you'll just see these guys start coming in. Because I've left a bit long of a gap here, you'll see every 16 there's a gap. Because I only have 16 furnaces. And then it'll pump through and it'll get 32. And then there'll be another little bit of a timing gap, which is basically just the time it takes for that hopper to go down past the comparator, hit the block, and then come back. So yeah, that's was my mining area. This place is completely cleared out. There's not a single visible ore on any floor, wall, or ceiling. I just cleared it out until basically we do it again. Moving the items. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. This is my biggest thing in this game. Is I start a project and I build chests and I fill so many of the damn things, and then I finish the project and those chests just stay there for sometimes months because moving items back and forth is just insane. Again, I didn't put stairs here. Painful, I know, but I really don't come down here too often anymore. Hey, zombie. Oh, skeleton. Where's that bow I was complaining about before? There it is. Okay. Oh, sweet Jesus. What is going on? Oh, I just killed that zombie by accident. Oh, he was just a child. Hey, this guy doesn't even care. There we go. Okay. Hey, sheep. The sheep's been there since day one. I've let it live. Okay, so the next thing I did. So basically, I'll just quickly, as I said, run around, show you guys all the things I've done so far. And pretty much all of these farms are going to be rebuilt at a later date. Just basically much larger scale. And about 150 blocks in the air. So I'll get to that in a minute. Next thing I did was, obviously we have a cactus farm, which was the last thing I built here, I think. Yeah, it doesn't have too much in there yet. It's just a little baby farm. This thing is so cool. Oh my god. Okay, so I will put a link in the description to this thing. This is a rail duplicator, and it's so freaking simple. There is another design for 1.10 that uses slime blocks, which is also super easy, super simple. I built every variation I could find of this thing on this world, and I could not get it to work. So then I took it into just a single player world to see if maybe it was a server issue or something like that. Again, couldn't get it to work. I don't know. People I used to play with on another server, they've built a couple of them and they seem to work fine, so maybe you have better luck than me. But I won't give away the secret to this one. There's just a couple of little magic blocks there. But go watch the tutorial and I'll show you this thing in action. So basically you fill this thing up with pumpkins. And as you can see, I have no rails in my inventory, right? And it works for every kind of rail. So you just push this button And boop, 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 boop. It basically dispenses a pumpkin, updates the rail block, destroys the rail, but then it's like, wait, there's no pumpkin here, and there was supposed to be a rail here, and it puts the rail back, and it just does that over and over and over again. And it's lossless. Like, if you dispense 64 carrots, you'll get 64 rails. Like, that's why I have no iron, but so many rails everywhere. I mean, it's cheaty as, but who cares, man? I have a 5-month-old daughter. I don't have time for this stuff. I need rails now, man. So I just break this guy, boop, and put that back down there. And as you can see, so I can't do math. 24 pumpkins, 24 rails. So as I said, that'll go in, and these should all be. Where are the rest of the pumpkins? Oh, more rails. So there's another 41 pumpkins. Oh my god, so many rails. So what? Oh, it's exactly 64. Oh my god, are you serious? Wow, I'm amazing. So yeah, there's a full stack there. 64 pumpkins in there again. Sweet. Okay. Oh, and then this thing. This thing is amazing. Again, I'll put a tutorial for this guy. This was done by Il Mango. This is like his super efficient, gone into the game code and found the most efficient way to grow pumpkins and melons ever, and this thing is just in-freaking-sane, man. Like, I've, like, traded and traded. Like, these were double chests filled with pumpkins and melons. That's how I have so many emerald blocks over there. Now, I've got enough for, like, 2 beacons, I think. Probably not that many, but still, and I've got all of these resources, and it just generates so fast. Like, well, watch this thing fire, like, there we go, good timing. And watch how quick the pumpkins and stuff. There's a spider there, he is watching, there's another melon there already. Okay, great, so now the farm's spiting me. Come on, grow the pumpkins. I swear it's usually faster than this. This is getting awkward. Even the spider feels awkward. He's super trapped at the moment, actually. It's really funny. There we go, we got some pumpkins, more pumpkins. 2 pumpkins. Oh, come on, this is just... Okay. Actually, I can explain this. When I built it, I forgot lighting. So at night, this thing is definitely not the most efficient farm ever. I should have had some lights in between the pistons and things, but... I think I built this thing at like 3 o'clock in the morning. After my wife and daughter went to sleep, and yeah, I was not thinking straight. So you can see I just basically put a repeater into every single one of these guys, and yeah, so it just fires in quick succession. And yeah, so that's why it's not super efficient at the moment. But yeah, so that's all I got. Yeah, just more sugarcane than I can ever need. I did this really quick. I had 0 materials. I had 11 librarian villagers, and I wanted to know what trades I wanted. I wanted mending and all these things. So I just started planting as much sugar cane as I had, basically, and so I could unlock all their trades and see what they had. So that's actually going to be the last thing I'll show you for now, and then I'll go into a little bit about my plants here, man. This is going to be cool. I think. I hope. Delicious, delicious beverages. Okay, so this is not completed down here either. This is just what I have for now. You can kind of see the design I've got. So I've got a little toolsmith here because he has a pretty decent trade, like 15 emeralds for silk touch. Yeah, can't complain about that. Having said that, I mean, you get the diamond pick, that's why it's a clue, but I think this silk touch guy here is actually better. So he's mending for 24, which is super cool, but his silk touch is what I really care about. Yeah, he's got silk touch for 7 emeralds, like it's 2 off its best, but still, this guy here is mending for 14, also has Unbreaking 2 really cheap. So like, where is it? Is that it there? Yeah, Unbreaking 2 for 8, so that's Unbreaking 3 for 16 emeralds. Like, that's still pretty good as well. And then we've got Feather Falling, Punch 3? Punch 3 is not a thing. Punch 3 is not, that should say Punch 2. What do we got? Thorns 3, Protection 4, Fire Protection 4, Blast Protection 4. Obviously, what's the other one? Projectile Protection. That'll be there when we get to it. I got Efficiency 5, Fortune 3, Loading 3, Smite 4. I love Smite. It's so good after 1.9. So yeah, so that's my little prison for these guys at the moment. So I mean, for just starting out, Like, we're already OP. Like, I'm just rocking around in chainmail, but look at this stuff. Look at the enchantments on this stuff. I mean, it's crazy. Not. I mean, come on, can't complain. I mean, chainmail is pretty. It's alright. I think iron's a lot better. Diamond's obviously better, but I mean, everyone rocks around diamond. I hate the look of it. It's just blue and blocks off your skin. Like, why even have a skin if you're just going to be wearing armor all the time? I don't understand. So anyway, I like using chainmail. That's my thing. But yeah, so that's my little home as of now. Wow, I'm so starving. Not good. Okay. Next. Plans. Okay, so this world has a bit of a history. And that is that, obviously, there was a freaking zombie apocalypse, man. There's zombies freaking everywhere, and I want to build some lore around this, I don't want to just come in and just, obviously I want to build cool things and stuff like that, but basically how I'm going to do this is there are going to be two factions. There are the elitists, the rich, before the zombie invasion, and then there's going to be, like, the lower class. And basically what happened is there was a zombie invasion, panic spread, the upper class wanted to save themselves, the lower class didn't think that was super cool, and so there was a civil war, as well as, like, a zombie apocalypse. So basically my thinking is that up here, where this is going to be the lowest level, this iron farm is going to be one of 9, and I'm going to change the look of these. So the bottom of these are actually going to funnel down to a single point. These are even numbered. Okay, so these are like 20 by 20 with a 4-hole block in the middle. So basically I'm going to build around this, and it's going to come down at a single point. We're going to do some cool stuff with redstone, have some lights coming down to that. And there are going to be 9 of these, so there are going to be 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just circling around pretty much 80 blocks away from each other at every one of these points. And so they're going to be funneling down. It's basically going to look like they're shooting light down, like, into the ground. They're actually going to be funneling the golems into a central point. But I mean, from the ground, it's going to look like they're either an energy source for the farms and stuff up here for the upper class, or it's going to look like a weapon of some kind. I haven't really made up my mind too much. Down on the ground floor here, though, my plan is pretty straightforward. I want this to be like ruins of the old city, and because I've got so many villagers and so many emeralds, my thinking is I'm going to create like a futuristic looking emerald city. So I'm going to have like big towers here and some cool structures and a central like little hub for the town and all around here. And then I'm going to blow up most of it with TNT. And I think that's going to be awesome. We're just going to set up like TNT, probably the TNT launchers that basically just duplicate the charged TNT. I even saw a video, I can't remember who made it, but they made like a bomber with like charged TNT duplicators, and it just flew over. It just flies forever dropping TNT, so maybe we'll set up one of them and we'll record that. So I mean, we're going to have so much fun with this. I'm just going to basically build a city just to blow it up, and then we're going to terraform that, vines and regrowth and make it kind of look like age. And then down underneath here, inside the mountain here, the lower class, they've retreated underground. Those, that villager trading center that you saw, maybe they're like the captives from the war or something, and now basically they're used to get information and things like that. So yeah, that's my plan, guys. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know, any ideas you may have, or how you think we can improve. As I said, all of this stuff here is basically temporary with the exception of the trading center and the golem farm up there. And, yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know down in the comments. Give us a like if you liked it. Give us a dislike if you didn't like it. And, yeah, hopefully we can shape this world together. Another thing I will quickly just mention is basically what I want to do with this world is I want to invite you guys in when we can. So, basically, if you guys have great ideas or something, I'm going to invite you into the world and maybe we build something together, or maybe you build it. I think it's going to be really, really good. So yeah, let me know. Leave a like. Thank you guys so much for watching. And hopefully I'll see you soon. Alright guys, take it easy. Bye.